Gavin Newsom, though, is managing the state of California, mismanaging it, and worried about misinformation. Listen to him on the Obama Bros Pod Save America podcast.
My own team saying what happened, and I want to get the answers. And I'll be candid with you, I wasn't getting straight answers.
Yeah.
I watched the press conference. I met with some of those leaders. We had my team start talking to local leaders, saying what's going on. Our state,
and you weren't getting straight answers from
I was getting
leaders.
Different answers. And so for me, that's not a story. When you start getting different answers, then I'm not getting the actual story. And they're assessing it. And I get that as well. You have to have a little bit of grace, back to the point. We're in this emergency environment and everything else. So I just want to determine the facts. But no one has any patience anymore. In this weaponized, back to the grievance of Trump, everyone else. There's immediacy. And lies travel the proverbial world. And it's hard to get the facts out there unless you have the backing of those facts, and you can communicate them soberly. And so that's what we're trying to achieve.
Man, he's so slick, he's slimy. In that clip, he is attacking Trump for, quote unquote, politicizing this event in the wake of this tragedy, while also shifting blame, which is a political maneuver within that of I'm not getting straight answers. Gavin Newsom is concerned and making time for talking about Donald Trump and misinformation. Among his highest priorities right now is misinformation. Now, let me tell you something about misinformation in the wake of a natural disaster. It's actually true. It's a problem, and I know that firsthand of being on the ground in Maui. It is. It's a problem. But if you rank priorities for Gavin Newsom, what you see is a consistent lack of attention to the things that matter. What more? As has been the case for 5 years, the biggest worriers about misinformation have been the biggest purveyors of misinformation. So I give you another California politician. How about Senator Adam Schiff? Here he is this week, I believe it's on ABC, talking about, the water reservoir, notably the Santa Ynez water reservoir right there in Pacific Palisades was empty.
To your understanding, why did so many of those fire hydrants simply run dry? Was there something to do with that 117 million gallon reservoir in the Palisades that was out of operation? What's your understanding? What's your initial read on this?
Well, my initial take, and I certainly want a full review of this so that I can form a more complete understanding of the matter. But my initial understanding is the reservoirs that the Palisades were drawing on, these 3 million gallon reservoirs, were full at the initiation of these fires. But they're intended, frankly, they have the capacity to put out homes that maybe house multiple houses, not if the whole town is up in flames.